Morning, everyone. So if this image isn't looking good to you, that's okay. It's not looking good to me either, but we're going to deal with it in just a couple of moments. And we're going to deal with it just using Lightroom. Now, this image was generated by a Mavic 3 Enterprise in pano mode. So we've got some larger spaces that we're covering, and occasionally we like to do some 360 tour throughs. Now, there's some challenges here with aerial drone photography, and the biggest challenge is staring us right in the face. It's the sun coming through those clouds over there. Not the best looking area. On the left-hand side, we've got some awesome fill-in light here. It looks great, and I'm happy with it. But on the right-hand side, where the homes, the garages are facing to the north, the sun is to the south of them because, hey, winter solstice here, right? So we don't have a lot of detail. It's not looking great. And, this isn't 100% the Mavic 3E's fault. It's just we're shooting outside. We're shooting in a state that doesn't have a lot of dense forest or anything. And so we're getting some blaring skies here. But we can fix this pretty easily. So by the way, welcome to the channel. My name is Rich, and if you're new here, we usually talk about drones, building our drone businesses, and a lot of the things that go into them. We're going to be making a new series in the near future about 3D Vista, which is a really cool 360 touring platform that also allows for 3D objects, videos, stills, you name it, it offers it. Now, just dragging one of these images off of the Mavic 3E into 3D Vista is not going to do us any favors at all. There's no real great editing for the color quality of this particular 360. So instead, we need to do something in advance because, I took 18 shots the other day. Let's just pick another random shot. And here we go. So this is another one straight off the Mavic 3E. Left-hand side's looking great. Good definition. Everything's filling in here. The houses are well lit. And the houses on the right-hand side are in a shadow machine or something. It's terrible. We've got shadows everywhere. So taking this tour probably won't be too appealing to anyone. So the solution that we have for expediency and also for ease of use is we usually use Lightroom to edit this. But before we go into Lightroom, I'm just going to take that image that was straight out of the Mavic 3E. I'm going to drag it down onto another favorite tool, Affinity Photo. So I just wanted to show you really quick so we could get a look at the 360. Remind me later, I've got all these updates coming in. So there we go. We've got the 360, we've got the horrible shadow side, we've got the well-lit side. What can we possibly do? Well, what I'm going to do is go into the layer, live projection, equirectangular projection, just so we can see the 360. So this is a really nice tool that Affinity Photo offers where we can actually look at our 360s. We can look up into the sun and blind ourselves. And now let's take a look at those houses. Yeah, boy, this is in super shadow, and it's to be expected, given the positioning of the homes and, the fact that it is winter solstice now. So I just wanted to get a look at this. And so the difference, Jody's going to do a series with me, and we're going to walk back through this for 3D Vista. And she takes some more time at the end of her cleanup for the 360s, removes unwanted artifacts, cars, people, those types of things. But I wanted to make this one quick for you so that you could just get a great idea of how it's done. So in total, there are 18 images, and I did offload them to Lightroom. So I'm in my Lightroom library right now. This is Lightroom Classic, and we have, in fact, imported all of these images that I shot for the 360s with the Mavic 3E. Let's go to the third one here, because that's what we were just looking at. And hey, look at the lighting over here on this side. I'm going to go into the develop mode really quick. So I just clicked on the D key for the develop mode. And down here, I have a YY. We've got this comparison from what it was to what it is now. So let's take a look. So I just did the YY here, and looking at the original, deep shadow, not good. And then looking at the updated version, there's still shadow in here, but I can see more. Let's take a look back. And yeah, so take a look at the difference, the plant potter here versus the one here. And we can look anywhere that we'd like to. So getting into those shadowed areas, look at how much it's brought the homes up. We can only go so far with this. I'm going to turn the YY off here. Didn't mean to do that. Let's put it back where it was. There we go. All right, I'm going to go back to the main view. So this did clean things up, and all we did, just two basic moves. I dropped the highlights all the way down, I pushed the shadows all the way up. That is it, and now we are getting a much better view of this home, as you can see, of all the homes. Sorry about that. But so in just a couple of quick moves, highlights down, shadows up, we did bring up the faces of these homes that are facing the north side. Could we do a little more with this? Sure, maybe we could push, let's see if we push the blacks up a little bit more. Now it's getting really cartoonish, so I'm going to hit Control Z there. We don't want that all the way up there. So in my case, just for testing with 3D Vista, this is a vast improvement on just the highlights and shadows. So you could spend some more time in this, doing some more editing in Lightroom to try to brighten it up, but it's never going to look super realistic because those shadows are always going to be there. So time of day is important too. So maybe if you want to go out and do some walkthroughs of properties you're doing, maybe you want to go out at high noon, you know, when the sun is at its highest. We'll get shorter shadows in here. You know, so maybe that will help, but in the end, we're still going to have shadows. We've got to deal with them. And this is a 360 walkthrough outside. When we do 360 walkthroughs inside, you can manage the lighting, of course. But when we get outside with that Arizona sun, or you know, the sun anywhere else, thinking of Florida, Texas, you know, when we get these super bright days, we're going to see our shadows somewhere. By the way, so it's winter, and wow, the green is looking terrible out there. So I went through and all I did was copy paste those two settings. So develop module once more, highlights negative, shadows positive, both negative 100, positive 100. So it's getting us there. The left-hand side may look a little more cartoonish now, but people are going to be going through this just to see the overall neighborhood. I don't think that viewers are going to complain too much about the lighting on the left side or the color there. So like I said, I was going to make this one really quick, and that's basically it. In the end, I'm going to select my 18 images. There they are. And I will be exporting them. But believe me, I'm just exporting this. I cut the images to 50% of what they were because the original size, cancel here, is massive, 14,400 by 7,200. You can cut that in half or more. And what it gives you in the end, let me close this one up, is the folder that I named Full Size Panos. That was my export from Lightroom. And so these have gotten a lot smaller, 8.1 megabytes, and I probably got to slim this one down a bit more as well. So I'm going to need to go back into Lightroom, make a new custom exporter for when we start doing our main videos about using 3D Vista. So you're going to need some kind of editor up front before you start anything else with 3D Vista. Make sure you got your 360s nice and cleaned up, and that's the starting point that we'll be going with when we start doing the 3D Vista videos here on our YouTube channel. So I hope you enjoy it and throw some questions at us. We're going into this as pretty much novices. I purchased 3D Vista over a year ago, Black Friday sale, and then all my illness stuff happened, so I was never able to sit at the screen long enough to start walking through 3D Vista. So we're going to be putting a series together where we're going to walk through it as well. We're learning as you're learning, because there are a lot of tools and a lot of things that sometimes might not make the most sense to you, but once you get working with it, you'll work it out in 3D Vista. Okay, everyone, we'll see you on the next video where we've got Jody here and starting into a real virtual tour.